Hey! We're finally back. You may be asking me, I missed Cemetery Mary. Why wasn't it there? And I'd like to say, I'm sorry. I was doing some unbelievable games. Ha ha ha. Funny pun. But now we're back playing Cemetery Mary. Because, yeah, my Candy Love fans are becoming more deprived than me without my candy. When I stepped inside, I was instantly hit with a wave of different kinds of emotions. I've been avoiding the diner for a long time because whenever I passed it, I would just think of my mom and dad and feel sad. But now, stepping inside, it feels nice. At least a little bit. Just being able to be in my own house after so long. It was bittersweet. On one hand, I felt so happy to be home. Everything was just as I left it. The light still entered through the windows the same way it always did. It smelled faintly of delicious food, even though the kitchen hadn't been used in a while. Even Mom's special board was in the same spot, but it felt so empty, so desolate, so abandoned. There wasn't even any electricity here. This place was hardly ever empty. We always had customers, and the diner always did well. There was hardly a moment where I'd come downstairs only to see Mom or Dad. There was always people, even if just one person was there. The counter would be full of coffee drinkers at night and in the mornings. I'd see families come by the diner, or people out on dates come here. I always loved being able to see that. There were so many good memories of this place, like my 13th birthday. Not to say I didn't enjoy my following birthdays or previous birthdays, but my 13th birthday was especially enjoyable. Mine wasn't. Because I remember the thing I did before that was I slept on the bathroom floor watching a BoJack Horseman video, and the morning after I pulled my last baby tooth out. So yeah, that day my parents got me a tarantula. I had begged them for months, and they finally gave in and got me one. I always loved tarantulas, despite the way the others viewed them. Or maybe it was in spite on how others viewed them. But I always thought they were gentle, if you were nice to them. The way you should be. I picked up the biggest, fuzziest one they would allow me to get. I named her Shelly. And I'd collect seashells and put her in the enclosure. I even find cute little bows on the outside of it. I always wanted to show Shelly to the others, but of course, they didn't like her as much as I did. I really loved Shelly, but she ended up getting sick. Really sick. None of the vets could even figure out what was wrong with her. Around sometime last year, she died. I was so miserable, I didn't even want to eat. But Mom knew my weakness. She began making all my favorite foods for me. It was hard being hungry and miserable all the time. I also had that in my life. I remember my boyfriend broke up with me. His name's Daniel Rose Santana. I'm doxing him right now. He was a furry femboy who liked to be a bottom on Roblox Let's Plays, and he'd also threaten to kill himself. So, yeah. And then he broke up with me, and then I became emo, and then I started writing songs, and then I stopped eating, and I probably got an eating disorder. But it's fine! Even though it was just food, it helped me feel a lot better. Standing here, it's almost as if I could smell her still making it. And Dad would sit with me in the counter, and I got my fair share of Dad's puns for the day. I loved being able to sit with them and eat and joke around. But now it was all covered in dust, and no one's here. Where should I go? Your room. I decided to head up to my room. My real room. The decorations are so pretty! It's Croden! And I was about to say her, OC. Yeah, and a My Little Pony! And a bootleg Danganronpa character! As I stepped inside, I felt strangely happy. I missed my old room and all my stuff. I felt so nice to be back, even if I wasn't staying. Just the sense of familiarity made me feel so calm. I wish I was able to take some stuff back home with me if I didn't have anything to carry it in. When it was the last time was I even in my room? I sat on my own bed. It was just as cozy as I remembered it. My bed and the cabin was nice, but it just couldn't compare. I missed having a canopy above me. I had this bed ever since I was a little girl. I remember Dad tucking me into bed and reading me bedtime stories when I was too fussy to sleep right away. Didn't take long for me to start crying. I missed my bed. I missed my house. I missed my parents. I remember my mom wishing me a good day one day, and then disappeared the very next. I hadn't heard from them since. They could be dead right now, and I wouldn't even know. I didn't want to think about that, but I couldn't really ignore the possibility if it meant. I just hated the situation I was in. Every little thing about it. I wanted to scream, but what good would that do? I felt helpless. All I could do was sit, cry, wait for it to be over. I ended up falling asleep in my old bed. I was very exhausted from my lack of sleep, and crying certainly didn't help in that respect. When I woke up, I was unaware of how much time had passed, but I felt groggy and I didn't think I should stay any longer. It'd probably just make me feel worse. I got up from the bed and began to head back downstairs. It wasn't until I got to the bottom of the stairs I noticed. Someone was here. A stranger, kneeling over in the doorway or whatever reason. It's Reginald! Look at that. Look at that look. Or it's the person Croden was with. But I think it's Reginald. I was almost frozen in my spot. Who were they? Why were they here? No one should have been able to get in. And the place was locked up for a bit. That's right. I unlocked it. Crap. I stood there hoping they wouldn't see me. The way they dressed with baggy dark clothes and their hood up told me they were most likely bad news. It's the person that Croden was with! Did they follow me in here? I wasn't sure what to do. I thought about trying to escape out the back way or sneakily heading back upstairs if needed to be, but as soon as I took a step back, I tripped slightly and let out a small yelp and caught myself on one of those bar stools. The stranger immediately bolted outside. Oh wait! I wasn't able to get a good look at them. For a split second I considered trying to chase after them. But it wasn't a stupid idea. I ran much faster than I could keep up with anyways. I panicked. Slightly shaking, I took out my phone. I was so nervous I pressed it to my ear without having even dialed anyone yet. But who would I call? The police? No, I can't do that. I was already in here when I wasn't supposed to be, and I don't want to pull any kind of attention on myself. But I can't just call nobody. I have to tell someone about this. Who do I go to? I want to call Reginald. Because I'm a simp. And I don't want to simp for Croden because technically he's Mary's cousin, and that'd be awkward. Because aren't I the player, Mary? Yeah, I'm calling Reginald! I quickly called Reginald. He was close by, so he could get there here the quickest. And maybe on his way over, he might see the intruder. Come on, please, pick up! Hello, Mary? Reginald? Reginald, you're in the cemetery right now, right? Yes, why? Can you come over here? Over where? Next door, the diner. I'm here and I really need your help. Help? What's wrong? What happened? I'll explain once you're over here. Can you just come over? Certainly, I'll be there momentarily. Thank you. It was only a few minutes before Reginald got here, but it felt like hours for me. Once he arrived, he commented on how shaken I looked and asked what happened. I told him everything about how my parents were missing and how I wasn't supposed to be here. I asked him if he had seen any hooded person on his way looking as if he was in a rush, but he said he didn't see anything. He wasn't really sure what he could do to help, but he offered to look around for me and we could see if they left behind anything. I thought that sounded like a good idea at the time. It made the most sense in my head. We started at the dining area, slowly worked our way upstairs. I guess it must have looked really scared because the look Reginald gave me when he faced me again looked so worried that it worried me even more. He assured me I didn't have to worry. I offered to hold my hand and help me calm down. I accepted. He touched my hand. You know, if this was in like audio form, you know what I'd be? Every time I hear like Reginald's voice, I'd just be like girly kicking, like kicking my feet, going, hee hee hee, it's Reginald! Hee hee hee! I need to one day make a crack compilation of all these stupid things I say. We looked around, but I couldn't find anything suspicious left behind. However, when we checked my parents' room, I did notice one of my mother's necklaces was missing from her drawer. It was the necklace my father gave her for her anniversary a few years back. But she couldn't have taken it with her. I remember seeing her checking the diner after my parents first disappeared. Did they take it? That put my stomach in knots. To think that they've been in here while I was dozing off in the other room. Oh God, Eventually we gave up on looking. There was nothing else of note, and it's not like we could really do anything else right now. We headed back downstairs. At the very least, Reginald was able to calm me down some. Look at this guy and tell me he isn't hot. Look at him! He's tall, he has nice hair, he wears glasses, he probably is a murderer, but that makes it even better. Mary, I'm very sorry I wasn't able to help you as much as you would have liked. What? No, don't say that. You helped me a lot. I'm very glad you came. Really, I feel a lot better. Really? You sure? Yes, thank you. Well, I'm glad I was able to help, at least in one regard. You know, I was wondering why this place had closed down so suddenly. I had no idea it's because its owners went missing. A shame, too. I know I've only been here when we first met, but I would have loved to come again. I'm sorry, that was a wrong choice of words. I didn't mean. No, it's fine, it's fine. It'll open again once they come back. Well, for your safety then, can you please not come here until they get back? Huh? I don't know who was in earlier, but there is a possibility that they might come back. They could be dangerous, right? And what if you got hurt? You have to look out for yourself, Mary. Frick, I spit on my keyboard. No! I'm sure you'll miss your parents dearly, but they don't want you putting in yourself in danger now, would they? Yeah, I suppose you're right. I never even thought of it that way. You're right. I'll lock this place up again. Then at least, if that person does come back, at least they can't get in. That sounds like a good idea. Here, let's go. Why don't you walk around the cemetery with me? I'm sure I'll at least feel better than staying here. Yeah, you're right. Anything's better with you, Reginald. I want to know how tall is he, because I realized she's like older than I thought she was, because I thought she was like my age. I'm 14. By the time I'm recording the actually, yeah, by the time this is posted, I am 14. And by the time I'm recording, it's like August when I'm recording it. I don't remember when this is coming out because I've recorded multiple videos today. I think I'd like that. Thank you. I let Reginald take me to the cemetery, away from the diner. He told me to show him all my favorite spots. Occasionally, he asked about the decorated grave. I asked him if I knew who that person was. I wish I was able to have more answers for him. The rest of my day went pretty hazy. I couldn't stop thinking about what happened. I didn't really feel any sort of relief until I got into bed that night. But you know, there's never relieving it. That's never a relieving part of my day anyways. Hello again. Good evening. Was that you in my diner today? What do you mean? Earlier today, I was in my diner, or house, I guess. There was a stranger. I couldn't see their face, and they ran out as soon as I realized I was behind them. Was that you? No. I don't know why I bothered asking. I doubt you give me the truth either way. Sometimes lying will be necessary. But I'm telling the truth right now, if you say so. I'm not really sure what else to say. That's okay. I prefer when you don't ask questions. Why's that? You know what they say. Curiosity kills the cat. Good night, Mary. So much for getting a good night's sleep! Mary, are you still sleeping? Mary! No! I don't want to get up yet. Let me sleep. I had a long night last night. A long night? You went to bed at 8:30. I didn't sleep well. And I was listening to YouTube videos. Well, your mother's making pancakes if you want any. Do they have chocolate chips? Ew! Eh! Disgusting! Mary, get some taste! Put whipped cream on it! People put whipped cream on their pancakes! Not chocolate chips! I hate chocolate chips on my pancakes. You don't melt them! You put them on top of the whipped cream! Of course, it's Sunday. Okay, I'll be down soon. She looks the same! This girl doesn't age, like, dang! I aged when I was 5, and after I turned 10, I stopped aging at all. You know? I quickly got out of bed and got dressed, yawning as I descended down the stairs. Even the top of the stairs, I could already smell the chocolate. If you don't hurry, I'm gonna eat all of them! Dad! Oh, you know I'm just teasing you. Besides, your mom would kill me if I did. I got downstairs and sat at the corner beside my dad. The plate was waiting for me, and my mother was behind the counter drinking her morning coffee like usual. Thank you for breakfast, Mom. Of course, dear. So do you have any plans today? No, not really. Aw, is Croydon busy today? I don't know. Probably. Well, we can always do something if you want. We can? Of course we can. Didn't you want to see that new movie? The horror one with the janitor. Why don't we go tonight? I wish my parents were like this. Actually, my dad is kind of like this. But I wish my mom was like this. Are you sure? Aren't you busy? I don't know. I'm never too busy for my little girl. That sounds really fun. But what about Mom? Are you really worrying about me? I'll be fine, sweetheart. Go with your father. We can even call up Crow and see if he wants to come too. Being Satan runs in the family, I guess. You know, you hate emos. Emo hater. I've been looking forward to this movie. I'm so excited now. This morning's quite a pleasant surprise, but something feels off. Like I'm forgetting something. No, something is weird here. My parents are dead! But what? What's wrong? Utensils! Dad's fine. He is chipper than ever and brushed his hair in the morning too. Good old Dad. Mom's fine. Mom's always. Wait. Mom can't talk. Mom is mute. Mom's never been able to talk in her whole life. I had to learn sign language as a kid to be able to communicate with her. She's never. Whose voice was that? Was she talking to me? My mother doesn't have a voice. What's going on? Mary, are you okay, hon? You look like you've seen a ghost. I'm fine. Are you sure, dear? I can make you some tea to help you calm down if you're feeling anxious. No, I'm okay. I think I just gotta go to the bathroom. Oh, my seat was rushed my way over to the ground floor bathroom. That wasn't my mom. Was that even my dad? I was hoping that the bathroom I could rinse my face off and make sense of things, but... Mom? Mom, what are you doing here? Were you just outside? Mom? Slay, I guess. And that's where I'm gonna end the episode! See you guys next time! And remember, it's just a theory! A game theory! I'm gonna leave it off till there's like a choice option and then I'll do it, you know. I should be MatPat's replacement. Oh god, people are gonna go after me. What's the matter, Mary? I thought you liked ghosts. There's a funeral today. I'm happy. Is that bad? I have been planning for it. I overheard them talking about it in the cemetery when planning a spot for her. Is that bad? I really enjoy funerals. I always have. Even when I like to see everyone gather around their lost loved one. They're all so sad. They bring flowers, even sometimes little parting gifts. That's so nice, don't you think? If their spirits could talk, I bet they'd appreciate it. When ghosts attend their own funeral? I would. Well, in any case, I'm excited for the one today, and I'm excited to see what they're like. I'm saving for later! Sorry! You're gonna have to deal with it! Ha ha ha! I'm sorry. Oh. Well, anyways, see you guys next time, you know. Subscribe if you want to be a tadpole. You get to see all my videos, and if you want to see the rest of the series, I have a playlist made, so you can check my playlist. Well, anyways, see you guys later. Bye!